The first few days of the schooling for a child is extremely difficult. Getting into a different environment, suddenly leaving their parents. So, how do you deal with that first 1 week, 10 days, or 20 days of the child? So, what sort of educational philosophy is being followed at New Horizon Vidya Mandir? Hi, welcome to Yellow Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Ms. Supriya, who's not just a teacher but also a specialist in early childhood education working at NHVM, which is in Bangalore in Bangalore. Let's speak to her and understand the importance of early childhood education and how they treat kids in their school and many more aspects. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. Ma'am, to begin with, we have heard that NHVM is different in various parameters, starting from the way that kids greet a teacher to many other aspects. So can you tell us how NHVM is different from other schools?
Yes, definitely. So I would say that, I have been working in this school from past 9 years. But what I feel is, this is the only school which has been, following the tradition and cultures of our Indian, of our Indian system. So we start our day with shlokas, bhajans, which is very good for the attention and concentration of the children. And it's a very innovative way, although it's a very traditional way, and we are not imbibing the Western form of education, but we are actually following our Indian roots, where we are following our traditions, and we start the day with, bhajans and shlokas. So this is a very, that way it is very different.
Moving to the second question, the first few days of the schooling for a child is extremely difficult because they're getting into a different environment, suddenly leaving their parents and getting used to a different atmosphere altogether. So how do you deal with that first 1 week, 10 days or 20 days of the child when they start coming to the school?
So yes, initially that separation anxiety is there because it's a totally new environment for the children. So we have trained teachers who have been doing this for years, and they make a rapport with the child, and they make the child feel comfortable so that the child feels safe in the environment. And we actually sit with them and sing rhymes with them, and even give one-to-one attention with each and every child. So after a few months, we see that the child is completely settled in the environment, and they actually don't want to go home, and they enjoy this environment so much. And as you have seen, that our infrastructure is really very colorful, and which gives them, so sometimes when the children they come, they just, by seeing the environment itself, they are like completely, they become calm and composed. And rest of the children, those who are like in the settling phase, we make sure that we build a very nice rapport with them, and we make them feel really comfortable that they love this school rather than going home.
Got it. And one very important aspect that parents would love to know about a school is what are its timings. And for parents who are working, it is very important for them to know what is the timings after school, especially with daycare. So what is the case with New Horizon Vidya Mandir in terms of timings?
So our school starts at 8:30, and for pre-primary children, it ends by 12:45. So 12:45, we board them in the bus, and even the walkers. The parents come and pick them by 1:15. So by 1:15, all the children leave the school. But those who stay in the school for daycare, for them the facility is till 7 o'clock. And we have a daycare facility for more than 100 children. We provide food and everything there, and we have to train teachers there, and we have helpers to assist them everywhere.
Got it. And ma'am, parents get to hear a lot about Montessori method of education, Waldorf method of education, and there's so many other in the market. So what sort of educational philosophy is being followed at New Horizon Vidya Mandir?
So we follow an integrated system of education. It's very innovative, which is a playway method plus a Montessori method. So whatever is being taught in the classroom, so basically we work with hands-on experience thing. We want them to learn by doing things rather than just observe, just like something which is abstract. So that's the playway method, and Montessori method is basically everything. It's a Montessori environment where everything is concrete. They feel, touch, And that's how it is being reinforced in a Montessori environment. So whatever is being taught in the classroom, it is being reinforced in a Montessori environment with the help of materials. So it is an integrated approach, and we generally follow multi-sensory approach where they use their senses, because children at this age learn more by using their senses. So for example, if you are teaching a concept of sink and float, so when they touch the water and they feel like things which are floating on the surface, or things which sink, or they hear their teacher telling, so using all their senses actually help them learn better.
Got it.
So that's our way of teaching. It's integrated.
Got it. And the other aspect that parents are a little keen to know is how easily can they reach out to the management and the access to the teacher. So how do you ensure that this communication between parent and teacher is intact at New Horizon Vidya Mandir?
Yes, so we have EduMerge app where they can send their queries. Plus, they can call the school, and they can call the teacher, and they can call the school so that the teacher can be called over the phone. Plus, whichever Saturdays are working for us, the parents can come and actually get the answer of their queries.
Got it. And especially for little kids, it's very difficult to assess their learning. And at NHVM, how do you evaluate their learning and how do you gauge their progress?
So again, through EduMerge app, we keep updating their progress. Plus through PTMs, and like Saturdays they can come and visit us. Plus through homework assignments, the parents get to know that where their child stands. Plus we have these monthly end worksheets through which which we show to the parents so that they get to know where how the child's progress is going on. And we have this quiz, and different question answers round. So that's how when we meet the parents, we tell them, and plus whatever work they do in the classroom, so we we keep them in a folder and show them when we meet the parents. So that's how they actually can assess the progress of the child.
Got it. And generally, a lot of parents also tend to wonder how is the syllabus different for PP1 versus PP2 or nursery versus LKG, because at that tender age, most of the syllabus is more or less the same. But being an expert, how do you think it is different for one class to the other?
So actually that's in New Horizon Vidya Mandir, we actually believe that, like I said, that we follow the integrated approach, that is a Montessori and playway method approach. So we have designed our curriculum in such a way that when they move to first standard, so their foundation in terms of linguistic skills or numeracy or general awareness or socio-emotional skills, everything is taken care of. So we lay a very strong foundation. So it has been customized by by our pre-primary section, so that when they move to the primary section, they don't feel that they don't feel pressure. So there is a very smooth transition. That's how we have designed our curriculum in such a way that there is a smooth transition from pre-primary to primary. So we believe in the holistic development of the child. So we actually take care of all the domains, be it language, be it physical awareness, or the socio-emotional skills. So it becomes very easy transition from primary to pre-primary.
Got it. And is there any reason why we have emphasized a lot on making sure that the kids do those bhajans in the beginning of the day and take that Indian roots in the beginning? What made you to take up that route as a whole school?
The morning, as you would have observed, the children, they are coming from very far. Actually, some of the children, they board the bus by 6:30 in the morning. So when they come, they are like little restless, tired, and little impatient. And children are like that at that tender age. So to calm them down, because you could be giving them lessons in the morning, and we want them to be fresh. So when you start the day with bhajans or shlokas, so it make them more calm and relaxed. Plus it their attention span also increase. So that is the reason we start our day with shlokas and bhajans. And it is again a very good way of retain memory, so if you know the shlokas and bhajans are very difficult, but from this age, if we give them those kind of exposure, the child becomes more and their memory skills also improve.
Got it. That's very nice to hear it from you, and thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all these thoughts. I'm sure it will be of great help for parents who are looking for good schools in your locality.